Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Dynamite post-show review. Dynamite was a very good show tonight. We are building towards Allin pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. The show opens with MJF making his entrance and getting on the microphone. He berates the crowd for having no class and says he defeated Redcoat terrorist Will Ospreay with ease to bring gold back to our great nation. He asks the crowd to rise for their American hero. Enter Will Ospreay. MJF runs away and Will gets on the microphone to call him out, telling him to go ahead and keep running because he's going to put him through pain. He berates Max for throwing the International Championship away like garbage. Max says he's not going to make to Wembley after Lance Archer is done with him. First match of the night, Lance Archer vs. Will Ospreay. Archer pie-facing and choke-slamming Ospreay out the gates. Ospreay slips out of chokeslam. Ospreay hits Spanish Fly off the top, but the Murder Hawk monster kicks out. Lance kicks out of the Oscudito. Archer drops him with a huge lariat, still nitrogen monoxide. Looking for Blackout, reversed into a DDT. Charging in, Lance kicks out of Hidden Blade at 1. Elbow pad off, Will Ospreay wins by pinfall with Hidden Blade. Post-match, MJF returns for mounted punches and the Brainbuster to lay him out, but Kyle Fletcher makes the save. MJF demands a microphone on the stage. Fletcher says Will is his best friend and his brother and he's not going to sit back and let him do anything. He tells MJF that he heard what he had to say about foreign wrestlers, but this country has given him his dream girl, his dream car, his dream life, and he's forever grateful for that. MJF tells Kyle they'll have a match, but on his time, at next week's Dynamite. He's going to kangaroo kick his face off. Chris Jericho is interviewed backstage. He talks about his FTW championship reign. He shows off his injured hand and says Bryan Keith is going to beat him up next week. Next up is Kris Statlander vs. Willow. Statlander with a missile dropkick before the bell. Willow looking for the Dr. Bomb, back and forth. Statlander off the top, for 150 splash. Willow kicks out, Stoke slips her a chain. Kris Statlander wins by pinfall, earning a shot at CMLL Women's World Championship. Bryan Danielson makes his entrance and gets on the microphone. He says it's great to be in Greenville where he and his wife got their engagement pictures taken. These last 3 years in AEW have been incredible, the most fun time in his career. The crowd chanted yes. The crowd chants thank you, Bryan, and he says he's grateful to be able to be present for that, too. He talks about promising his family that his AEW contract will be the last contract he ever signs. When he came to AEW, he said he was going to do the things, kick people's heads in and win the AEW World Championship. AEW's biggest show of the year at Allin. He promises that he'll go to Wembley and he'll be present for that moment and give us every single thing he has. He'll go all in. Enter Swerve Strickland, flanked by Prince Nana as always. Swerve warns him that this title means that he's the best in the world. Strickland says he's the most dangerous man in AEW and Danielson won't be walking out as champion. Hell, he may never walk again. Danielson promises if he doesn't win the AEW World Championship, he'll never wrestle again. Swerve's title versus Danielson's career at Allin. Swerve shakes his hand and says that's very noble, but don't keep that promise to him. Keep it to your family. Renee chases Bryan Danielson down for an interview, but Jeff Jarrett meets him. But Danielson challenges him to a match next week. Next up is Beast Mortos, Roderick Strong, and Rush vs. Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Tomohiro Ishii. Rush and Ishii hammering the out of each other. Mortos gets Briscoe, Beast Mortos, Roderick Strong, and Rush win by pinfall from Mortos on Mark Briscoe. Renee has a sit-down with Mariah May. May says it's all very clear, and from day one she said she wanted to be just like Toni Storm to get closer to her. Toni didn't do anything to her, and that's why she was perfect. Toni Storm makes her entrance and talks about letting what you love kill you, and at Allin, it'll be the romance of a lifetime. Next up is Brittany Jade versus Kamille. Kamille wins by pinfall with an X Factor. Post-match, Mercedes gets on the microphone. She talks about how Britt Baker is obsessed with her, but who wouldn't be? She says nobody cares about Britt's blood, sweat, and tears, because losing to her is still going to be the greatest thing to happen to Baker's career. It's main event time on Dynamite. Hangman Adam Page versus Darby Allin. Hangman throwing Allin into the barricades, grabbing a chair, chasing Darby to the stage. Referee warns Hangman, coffin drop off of the set. Allin with a side headlock. Page charges and boots up in the corner, fall-away slam into the steel steps and Darby Allin is screaming agony. Avalanche fall-away slam sends Darby clean across the ring. Adam looking for Deadeye and he gets it. Hanging onto it, he stands back up and hits it a second time. To the apron, waiting for Darby to get up, but when he goes for buckshot, Allin collapses. Picking the legs, folding press, he got him. Darby Allin wins by pinfall with a folding press. Post-match, a furious Hangman throws chair after chair after chair into the ring. That's the show, folks. Please guys like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.